Lesson 10.4, Video 4. Converse of the Pythagorean Theorem. So as mentioned before, converse means to switch the if-then parts of a statement. So the example I gave before is if A then B. You would switch that and say if B then A. In an application, that means that what we've been doing so far is to say that if we have a right triangle, then we can apply the Pythagorean theorem. The converse of that is that if you can apply the Pythagorean theorem, then you have a right triangle. So we can work the theorem backwards and use the theorem to show that we have a right triangle, and that's doing a converse process. So here we do not know, and it's on purpose, that example 5 is a right triangle. We are not told that information. So we're going to see if the Pythagorean theorem works, and if it works, we can conclude that it is indeed a right triangle. So again, we would take the longest side, and we can obviously see which side is the longest, and it's 5. So we will apply the Pythagorean theorem and see if we get a true statement. So we get 25 equals 9 plus 9, and 25 then would equal 18. Now this is a false statement, so therefore we would say not a right triangle, because the Pythagorean theorem did not hold true. On this one, we have no picture, but again, the rules are the same. The hypotenuse is the longest side. So if I look at these things, I see 13, I see 17. The root of 17 is about, 4 squared is 16, so it's 4 point something. We don't know for sure. 4.1, who knows? And then 186, let's see, is about 13.6 or so. So we can see that 186 is, or root of 186 is longer than 13, so this would be the hypotenuse. So knowing that, we will take that side, so 186 square rooted, and we will square it, that'll be the hypotenuse, equals the other two sides squared and added together. So again, square and square root cancel, so we get 186. Root 17 squared is just 17, and 13 squared is 169. We add them together, and we get 186. This is a true statement, so we can conclude, yes, it is a right triangle. And this ends Lesson 10.4, Video 4.